Hi, everybody, and welcome to Them Wise Girls. I'm your girl, Jada.
And I'm Lala. Thank you for tuning in with us.
Thank you so much. I missed you. I know we're one person short today, but she's out today. Hey, Nelly, what's up?
Hey, now.
But we said let's get together, get on, and let's talk to our people. We miss you guys. It's been a while. I miss having these conversations with you all. Life has been busy for all of us, and what's going on with you? How was your week? How are you feeling?
Well, let me tell you, I am feeling great today. I have to take it with strides, but today is feeling good. The heat has me swelling, but I'm controlling it by eating kind of well and drinking lots of fluids, mainly water. Sometimes I sneak in a little OJ, a little apple juice, but I've been staying away from soda, coffee, and things like that. I've been doing good. What about you? How you been feeling?
Okay, I'm on the mend. I'm coming along. So I'm here. I had a nice week. My week wasn't too bad. So I'm continuously trying to push through. That is all. But other than that, I'm okay. I'm feeling okay today. And that's basically it for me. I mean, I feel like summer is moving so fast. I feel like before you know it, we're gonna be in September. And
I'm not ready. No time, man. No time.
Yeah, I'm not ready for that. It's like September where?
I was just shopping, looking online for some fall clothes, being that I'm getting bigger and everything.
Where have you been looking? Share with our pregnant moms who may watch our shows. Like, where are you looking for clothes?
I've been looking at Motherhood. I'm very big on Motherhood. They have stores as well as a big online site. Right now, they have a lot of sales, 80% off, ladies. Go there.
Wow.
For $9.99. Where can you get jeans, dark wash, and black jeans for $9.99?
Wow.
I really recommend them. I also like Pea in a Pod. I like Old Navy Maternity. But I really find that for me, I'm a sale girl. I like things on sale.
Oh, Navy had a great sale recently. A great sale. I even got a few things from there myself.
They have, I don't know, maybe it's because it's the summer, like they're trying to clear out things. So, us pregnant women, we're very hormonal. So a lot of times we're hot. So I've been able to get away with, short sleeve things. And because I'm short, I could get away with crop pants because they actually look like regular pants on me because I'm so short. But I really recommend you guys check it out. I actually also snagged some stuff for my daughter. They have great deals on Amazon as well. I never usually shop on Amazon.
Me either. How is it? Did you get the clothes yet from them?
So we got the clothes. I got her a bunch of leggings and long sleeve tees for September. And they came out actually really nice. A lot of Amazon, I find, sells like name brand things, at least from what I've seen for kids. So I got a bunch of leggings from Children's Place, but they actually were through Amazon. So I was happy about that.
Nice. I gotta go on there and look at their stuff. I heard people who've shopped at Amazon and they said that they really have cute things and nice stuff for everybody for all sizes. So I said I'm gonna look into that.
And great prices. Great prices.
Oh wow.
Went to the doctor. I failed to mention that. Went to the doctor this week. Had a great report. The baby's where he needs it. I spoiled it. I'm having a boy.
See, I've been calling the baby Liam forever. I haven't even said it was a girl. I just didn't feel like it was a girl. I really wanted you to have a boy only because we're in a family where there are more girls than boys. And we needed another boy. And I think it would be cute having a girl and a boy because I always say you get the best of both worlds. And I tell my mom that all the time because she has a boy and a girl. So I'm like, you always get the best of both worlds when you have two children of the opposite gender. And it's funny because this lady in my building, I see her all the time. Her daughter is so cute and her daughter's name is Jada. So I was in love.
Yeah,
so So
You're fond of her.
she's the baby. She has two older brothers, and she said, when I had these boys, I was so upset. Not that I didn't love them, because I love them, but finding clothes for boys is like, boring. But girls, it's like you really could do it up with a girl. So she said, when I had her, she said, I was so excited and I was so happy when I found out it was a girl. She said, I went out and I was shopping, because it's different with girls. Like, you really could dress them up and get them dolled up and really, when boys, you kind of could go simple with them and they still look handsome. So she's like, it was different. So you do get the best of both worlds with that.
Yeah, that's I really agree with you. I haven't, of course, met him yet, but I do feel though as though it's going to be the best of both worlds. I'm really looking forward to the difference in personality. I'm looking forward, just hopefully he's going to be a mommy's boy, because I need somebody to love me unconditionally again.
She loves you. She's just the daddy's girl.
No, Avea Rose doesn't love anyone but her father. If it became, you ever see on TV, these are on Instagram and Facebook, where the parents put the children between them, and then each parent runs the opposite direction.
Y'all should do it.
Yeah, she would go to him. No, hands down, I won't even play. She will go to him.
Y'all should do that.
It's fine. At least I know where I stand. So I'm hoping that my boy will be, my forever baby.
He is. Boys tend to be very close with their moms and love their moms. My brother looks like my mom. It's funny because we're both very close. That's my homegirl. That's the bestie. But I am close to my dad too. But with mothers and daughters, like, this is my daughter. It's different. It's like you give birth to your best friend. And
that's true.
You have a built-in
You hold
best
them down
friend.
regardless.
Mm-hmm. That's it. But I love to see, like, my mom's best friend, she had two boys and her boys are her everything. And she trained them so well and so amazing. Like, they really hold their own as men. And I always admire that, because, you can see these young guys out here and they're not, but they're like really honorable young guys who really take care of themselves, who do for themselves, who cook. They cook. And I don't cook. I'm not a cooker. They cook.
Let me tell you.
Cook.
That's a thumbs up in my world. Cook, okay?
Cook. Clean the whole nine. She raised them as a single mom by herself, and they're really amazing young men. Like, they're dope. So, having boys, you could make him great for his future wife. Hey.
But that's true. That is so true. Mm-hmm. You, at the end of the day, when you have boys, you are raising them up to be a man, to therefore be able to provide and take care of someone. Right. No, you're right. You're absolutely right.
That's so
You're absolutely right. So speaking of boys, did you catch that Verzuz? I know, like, we're a whole 2-3 weeks behind, but the Bobby Brown.
I love me some Bobby Brown. Bobby is my favorite New Edition. So if nobody knows, New Edition is going on tour next year, and they're going to have a residency in Las Vegas. So I'm super excited about all of that. But with him and Keith Sweat, I was like, Bobby, just let the music play, Bobby.
Well, I will tell you, I got jokes on Bobby and I got jokes on Keith Sweat. Now, why Keith Sweat have to show his age? Why did nobody tell him stand up? He's all hunched over and all. Come on, man. You want to act young and play this tit for tat with him, which I have to say, by the way, I really enjoyed them playing back and forth with each other, especially Keith Sweat. When he was like, yeah, man, you go. Yeah. It's your turn. And then Bobby just let him, he was like, okay, whatever. Like, I like that engagement you don't see. And it wasn't that they were fighting or being, what's the word? Combative. Mm-hmm. It was that honorable camaraderie. Honorable camaraderie between artists. And I like that. It really made for the show.
I enjoyed it. I didn't get to watch all of it, but I did watch bits and pieces that I really enjoyed and that I really liked. from what I saw. I did see Bobby's son dancing in the audience, and they were
Yes.
like, oh, look at him. He was dancing just like his father. And, Bobby and Keith Sweat's catalog is bananas.
Yes,
Keith Sweat has written
decades.
songs for many people. Bobby has been a new addition and has his own stuff, as well as done songs with other artists. So like their catalog is very, very extensive, which is really amazing. And I really enjoy hearing Bobby and Keith Sweat. Like they said that Verzuz they said was for the aunties
Yes.
who
Yes.
been around since that time, seen them in concert. But I said that Verzuz was for all of us, because maybe I'm an auntie now. I don't know, but I enjoyed that Verzuz
We aunties,
too.
okay?
We aunties. We really
I hate to admit it, but we aunties. We aunties.
Oh, we aunties. I always say, that's what we auntie.
I think we aunties.
Oh man, we aunties, because I'm going to that New Edition concert next year. There's no
Let me tell you
what's about that.
If I can be there, I will be there, but I don't know if I could be there.
We're gonna have to get you a sitter for the night. We're gonna have to get you.
I would love that. Just fly. I want to fly out for the night, have a great evening with the girls, and come on back home to my baby.
Yes, just for the night. Have a girls' night, and we could go see the concert. I think that would be so nice.
I would like that.
I really think that's something that I think we should do, and we should maybe,
I really,
when the time comes.
I was getting hopeful, but now I'm not so hopeful with this Delta variant. I mean,
did you see that? I'm like, what is going on?
Up here in the Poconos is up 62% COVID cases, 62%. That was as of last week. Okay.
And they said it's going to continuously to go up every week. They were saying that. I was like, please stop saying that. Let's not talk about negativity. In fact, I read an article yesterday where news, programs was saying stop airing about the COVID because one, you're scaring people, and two, the state of emergency has been ceased. We're not talking about it in that aspect anymore. Now, if you watch the news, I don't know if it's there, but I know here, it's not one of the top stories anymore.
No.
It's like 15 minutes into the news program.
Still should be. I think it still should be, because it is still very relevant. It is still very real. And because it is not focal in the news, people think that it is not real and it's not a problem still. It is very well a problem.
Right.
I'm very concerned about that. I was very hopeful, in terms of things, potentially calming down a little bit.
Right.
That I made the choice not to get vaccinated at this time due to pregnancy.
Right.
Not saying that I will not. I very, very well will probably wind up getting vaccinated once I do give birth. But as of right now, I chose not to, because there's just not enough studies on what.
And that's what a lot of people are saying, why they just opt out of having it and getting it done. I know Apple said they're pushing back the return of their workers to October because of the Delta variant. So
but Apple is always ahead. Why is everybody else behind?
That? Well, people been fighting with them because they don't want to return. They want to stay remotely because of everything that is going on.
With them?
It depends on, I think, where you're located. I think it's the location too of where you're at. Because certain Apples are like, okay, all right. But they're saying if you're going with someplace else, you're going to get paid the salary someplace else. You can't be getting paid New York salary and you're turning around and you over in Florida.
That makes Florida. Sense. That makes sense. I don't know. I mean, at this time, no one that I know's return to work has changed. Mine, I'm still there. I went back June 14th and I remain there. Have you heard anything about your return to work?
I'm supposed to be going back August 2nd, which is the week after next. So that's supposed to be my return.
Yours is still on schedule as well.
2 days a week for the first 2 weeks, and then after that 2 days, and then it might rotate a little bit. So we'll see what happens. We'll definitely see what happens moving forward with that. It's just like you said, you want to be on guard and see what's going on and what's happening moving forward.
And that's the thing is, we as humans have the tendency to be on guard, and we only give people what they give us.
Right.
But in reality, I know you and I were talking, and what really, at this rate, what should we be holding back from someone? Nothing.
Right.
I mean, it really, it's hard.
That's perfect that you said that, because I remember something you sent me via text, and then I was like, did she send it Instagram? Because we send stuff all the time to each other, like on a regular basis. And I just thought that this was really, really good, because I was like, this is true. Maybe I should try and be like that.
Oh.
But this quote, it says, I heard someone say, don't cross oceans for people who wouldn't cross a puddle for you, which I thought was good advice. But then someone else spoke up and said, no, do it. Do cross oceans for people. Love all people, no conditions attached, no wondering whether or not they are worthy. Cross oceans, climb mountains. Life and love isn't about what you gain, it's about what you give. And I changed my mind. So what do you think about that? Like, how do you feel about that? Because we spoke about it.
Yeah, no, I'm happy you remembered, because it does make me, it moves my heart. Our faith teaches us more than anything to love. And in our sinfulness, we have the tendency to hold on to stuff. We just were saying people hold on to ill will that people impose upon them, or bad decisions that they put them in. Case in point, like, COVID and having to work and things of that nature.
Right.
But at the end of the day, love tells us to forgive things and still do things, despite it being reciprocated. And that is so hard. Mm-hmm. I don't know, maybe too, in this pregnancy, I'm a little bit more of a tigress. I mean, I've always kind of been, but now I think.
Yes, she has.
Now,
okay, yes, she has.
Yes. So in my pregnancy, I feel like I'm a little bit more instinctively, I'm kind of like, no, this is what it's going to be. No, you're not going to treat me that way. No, it's going to be like this. No, that's not right. And I feel that I have to constantly rein myself back and say, no, despite how they treat me, I'm going to treat them how I normally would treat them. And that's with love, care, and consideration. Because at the end of the day, there's so many people, and you know this, Jaden, we always talk about, oh, well, when we were growing up, it wasn't about what you gave to me or what I gave to you. It was that the love was there. And that at the end of the day, we know that we would be there for each other. Right. You know what I mean?
Right.
And there's so many people nowadays that I'm sure you've encountered, whether it be work, friends, family, that, despite them being your everything, that they just don't give. They don't give anything to you. Say
it again for the people in the back. Let the people in the back hear you. You. The people in the back hear you.
Sometimes, it can be a little downheartening or disheartening. And you say, okay, well, such and such just is not giving me what I give them. And that's the human part of us, but we know different. And that quote really, I love it. I love how it says, despite them not reciprocating, still climb that mountain, still swim across that ocean, and that's just the way it was written. To me, it was so plain and so much in layman's terms, but it really at least moved my heart.
It's just a new perspective for me, because I'm that person, I'm going to climb mountains for people. And I guess because I've climbed mountains and I never felt it reciprocated, it bothers me, because I feel like, okay, well, I'm always climbing a mountain for you till you get to a point where you no longer want to climb mountains for people. You put yourself out there, you help, you assist, you always show love. But when you need the love, you need the reciprocation, you need someone to be there, it's vacant. it's not that exchange that you want it to be. So for me, I struggled with that because I'm like, I'm always giving 50, giving myself 100. And sometimes I don't even get back 10%. And it gets annoying after a while when you encounter certain people. Not that everybody does it, but you do have a few people who do it where you're always giving, and you want them to give back to you and they don't do it. So you're like, okay, well, how we're going to move forward. But I appreciated that because it's like, don't change who you are just because people don't want to give.
Yes.
Eventually, things are going to happen due to us being imperfect human beings. We're not perfect. We don't walk around claiming to be. You have that feeling, well, they don't want to do for me, I'm not going to do for them, or whatever the case. But you shouldn't change who you are because people don't want to see your worth. And sometimes you feel the need to change who you are because people don't want to see the good in you. But you got people out there who see the good in you and who ride for you and who still rock for you and who'll do things for you. And sometimes they don't see it, but somebody else does. And they'll turn around and they'll do something and you'll be like, what? Why? Oh my goodness, this is so dope. This is so sweet that, a person will think of you in that matter. So recently I happened to be in a situation I wasn't feeling good. And I was talking to a former supervisor and I told her, that I wasn't feeling great. And she sent me something and I was really taken back because I was like, oh my goodness, like she didn't have to send me absolutely anything, but she wanted to. And I appreciate her because when I mean she holds us down, she holds us down completely all day, every day. And I would do anything for her, like anything for her. And she knows that I would do that for her. Certain things I deal with because I'm like, listen, this is what she wants us to do. Let me get it done. There are days I've worked on my off days because I'm like, I want to get this done for her because I know she's under X amount of pressure or whatever the case may be. So sometimes you just got to take the good with the bad and just keep pushing through. And somebody's going to see your worth and they're going to appreciate you for who you are. And they're going to say, yo, La, she's dope. I love her. I'm going to do for her. I'm going to ride for her. Even on days I don't feel good, I'm going to be there for her because I know she would do the same thing for me. And you did the same thing for me as well. When I told you I wasn't feeling great, you thought of me and that aspect when you didn't have to. So in that aspect, I'm learning to just continue to be who I am, regardless whether it's reciprocated or not. But you can never say, she didn't want to be my friend or she didn't want to hold me down. You still be who you are and be genuine to yourself.
Yep. It's funny that you bring that up in terms of kindness and such. I have on my wall, often in my office, often people come into your office and they want to look at your credentials and things. And I'm not big on credentials. It doesn't matter that we have degrees. Degrees don't make people. In fact, degrees nowadays, it used to be that in order to get a good job, you had to have a bachelor's degree. Right. Now, let's face it, a bachelor's degree nowadays does not ensure that you have a great job. Nope. It doesn't. Truthfully, it doesn't. So I don't display my credentials in my office. So instead, on my wall, I have a quote that says, work hard and be kind and amazing things will happen. And yes. I've had that there since we've returned to the office. And that's truly how I feel. I really take pride in my work and I take pride in treating people kind because at the end of the day, I know that I would want somebody to treat me kindly. Yeah, it's my job and I do my job to the best of my ability. But me being personable and being kind and considerate to you, that is not my job. My job is to produce the product, to give you the product. How I give it to you is my business. Yeah. But I take pleasure in how I deal with my customers. And to me, I think one day it really will pay off. I think amazing things. I've gotten amazing compliments, just as I'm sure you've gotten. And I think that us just going over this quote, you remembering and sharing it, really helps us to remember and put things in hindsight, that despite how people may treat us and they maybe not reciprocate the love that you have shown, I think it's still important to still show them that love.
Exactly. And that is so true because everybody needs love. All of us need love at one time.
I need Nelly. Nelly tonight for the
yeah,
heart.
we all need love. We all need
Now
that
we went to your
heart. We all need that love, and
You're
it's
right.
important to have that love. And speaking on love, I was so sad to hear about Keisha Cole's mom, Frankie, passing away, because I loved me some Frankie when she had her show on BET, Keisha Cole, The
Yeah.
Way It Is. I really enjoyed seeing her triumph through all of her struggles and her addictions to drugs and things like that. And she just was a real woman. And I appreciated that about her. She just really, truly loved her kids. And Keisha Cole even said that when she wrote a message on her Instagram, because we follow her, and she just really, you lose your mom, you lose a part of you, because that's
Yes.
mom. It's not like it's a homegirl or a friend or whatever. That, and she's seen her mother go through so much, and how she has come out and become this amazing grandmother to her kids and her siblings' kids. So I was really taken back when I read about that, because I'm like, Frankie, not Frankie. I love me some Frankie.
My sister sent it to me, and I was like, I don't know who that is. Who's that? You send it to me like I know who this is personally. Who is that? She was like, Keisha's mother. I said, oh no, Frankie. It's sad, but I really appreciate, their relationship was not perfect. And you got to figure, unfortunately, Frankie had a lot of issues when she was having her children.
Yes.
And Keisha was raised by someone that she had left her with. And then later Frankie came back into her life. And now Keisha has this fame and, dealing with an addicted mother. It's hard, but I have to appreciate that despite all of that, she still acknowledged her as her mom.
Yes.
And she chose to celebrate all the crazy mess that Frankie used to laugh and joke about. I appreciate that, because you could, kind of sweep it under the rug and say, okay, my mom, who embarrassed me my whole life, she's not here anymore, and not be it. I don't have to mention her name anymore. But she didn't, and I appreciate that. Like you said, I can't imagine it's a piece of your heart missing.
Yeah.
Just in thinking of how close we are to our mothers, I can't imagine what she's going through. And, it's unfortunate.
It is. And I just, I'm glad her siblings were able to come together, because I know there were some divides at times amongst them. And it's sad that you have to get together like this. And that's why I believe, when you have family, you get together for the good times, no matter what. And, I'm a strong believer in that. I wish as a family, we've gotten better over the whole pandemic. I will say that. But I believe you need to be close to your family, because anything happens, they'll be the ones there to help you get through it. You got your friends, and your friends may help you, but sometimes friends go, well, they'll be there for the moment and then go off about their own lives, because they're like, oh, I got my own stuff going on. But your family is different. Your family is like at that forefront for you. They're going to hold you down regardless. And I'm a big believer in family, and I'm thankful for our family. It's not many of us, but it's a nice amount of us that when anything happens, we're there to support each other and be there for one another to help each other through whatever rough time that we're going through. And, I believe family is super important in that aspect, because there's some people who don't have family at all.
Agreed. They have no family.
All. Zero. Nobody. They're by themselves. So when you have a family unit, whether it's big or small, always love them, tell them you love them, support them, be there for them, ride out for them like you would ride out for your friends. Because if you're going to ride out for your friends, you better be riding out for your family. The same love I give to you is the same love I need to, if not more, I'm going to give to my friend, but I'm going to be there for you hands down, because this is blood. We got the same bloodline going through us. So I'm going to rock out for mine. That's just how I am as a person.
So for the people in the background, family is everything.
Family over everything. That's just what it is. Remember that. Keep your family close, because your friends might be there now laughing and kicking. Hey girl, hey girl. But stuff pop down, where they at? Here come your family sitting right by your side, making sure you're good by any means necessary. And that's just how we roll. So, I just wanted to us to talk about that. But it was nice having this conversation.
It
I
was.
missed you. I miss Nellie. We'll see her next time. And I just enjoyed it so much. You don't realize how much you miss something when you haven't done it for about 2 weeks.
That's right. Well, please know that we love our followers. And as always, if you have any comments or recommendations, please go ahead and recommend in the comments below, or you can email us at
themwisegirls@gmail.com. themwisegirls@gmail.com. So as always, we thank you so much for watching, for tuning in, for supporting us, following us, putting up with us. Listen, we getting it together, baby. We gonna have drop some hot content soon. So we're excited to be here. We're excited to be doing this. And we thank you so much for riding out with us. We appreciate each and every one of you. And we truly, truly, truly mean that. So please make sure you share this video out with your friends, and they could share it with their friends, so we could all be friends and y'all can watch us every weekend. Somebody call P. Diddy. No, call Love for me so I can share that with him. So thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. Be safe. And we will see you guys next time on Them Wise Girls. Later.